What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, division rivals? This is Steven Hyder with Gate City Sports Channel, the sports channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. How's everybody doing, guys? I hope everyone had a chance to enjoy your Thanksgiving day. Hopefully, you got to spend some time with your family, maybe get to see some people that you don't normally get to see. I know me personally, look, man, my family fattened me up pretty good yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty good. I got my comfort sweater on because, yeah, I'm still a little full from that meal. Well. You know what? I don't normally respond to people, especially people trying to troll me. It's just, to me, it's a waste of time. However, for all you Dallas Cowboy trolls who want to keep coming by my channel and want to keep dropping your little comments, and I'm not referring to some of you Cowboy fans who talk to me on an honest basis. There are a couple of y'all, I got your back on this. Look, you guys are real fans. I'm not messing with y'all. You know who I'm referring to. The trolls. Where are you at now? Where are you at now? Don't run and hide now. Don't make us come find you. Be accountable for your team. You was in here trying to troll us, but the fact remains, now we're going into December, a month you're notorious for falling on your face in, and you still haven't beaten a winning football team. Your marquee victory, much to the shame of my Philadelphia Eagles, is against the Philadelphia Eagles at home. I'm just saying, how confident are you really? Are you any more confident than the Eagles are at this point that you could win the division? Because I think we're in about a 50-50 push here, guys. This is going to come down to Week 16. I think we all know it. And that Week 16 match is in Philadelphia. How confident are you really? Don't lose heart. Don't lose sight. For you real Cowboy fans, y'all keep posting, man. Y'all know I like talking to you. I got a lot of friends that are Cowboy fans, man. Don't worry about that. But for you trolls, don't go run and hide. Don't make us go looking under bridges trying to find you, my little troll. All right, y'all. Today, I want to do a preview video. I want to preview this Miami Dolphins team, and I'm going to tell you guys, this is a very, very tough preview for me just because, boys, there are a lot of parts to Miami, guys. I mean, players getting traded out, weird, young players getting roles there. I'm not sure if they're going to be a part of the long-term future for Miami. Like, there's a lot going on with this football team, guys, but there are some things we can break down and we can talk about, and that's what I'm going to get into. Philadelphia and Miami in Miami this Sunday. Let's get to the preview, guys.
There's a quick snap, and Fitzpatrick dancing around goes down.
All right, Eagles Nation, turning our attention to the Miami Dolphins. To you Miami Dolphin fans who may be tuning in because we're playing you this week, look, we're doing our best here with your team. You got to give the rest of content creators a little credit here, guys, because your team is shifting a lot, and it's really difficult to keep up with what's going on with your football team, and there's only a few tendencies that are easy to point out. Number one tendency to point out here, guys, is that the Miami Dolphins, throughout the entire season, primarily run their offense through three offensive sets, guys, three personnel packages, the 11-man, 12-man, and the 21-man. So 64% of all of their offensive production, all of their offensive plays, has come out of the 11-man package, which is basically putting three wide receivers on the football field, one tight end, and one running back. This team loves to spread you out, attack you with Hearns, attack you with Parker, Wilson, Grant, and let Ryan Fitzpatrick be Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's an aggressor. He's going to want to push the ball down the field. And that's where the strength of this football team lies. And I'll show you them at their best.
Field goal try. If you get nothing, they'll get something. Parker has it and slips a tackle to get inside the.
They got a star, an absolute stud in Devontae Parker that most of this Eagles Nation here, we wanted to basically go pick up. Then you get guys like Allen Hearns, another undrafted free agent. The Eagles know Allen Hearns very well because he was an undrafted free agent in 2014 who came into Philadelphia and actually kind of came to light onto the scene. He had a big game against Philly back in 2014, his first game as a professional. Allen Hearns is, he's a guy that can get deep. On the season, he's got 21 catches for, 265 yards. He's basically averaging over 12 yards of reception. He's a guy that can beat you. Also, out of the 11-man personnel package, the Miami Dolphins have a Penn State product in their tight end. I think his name is Mike Gesicki or Gesicki. You guys tell me, you guys that live in the Philadelphia area still. I've seen a couple of games with this kid in college, but I didn't follow him. Some of y'all are probably way more familiar with him, but this kid's having success in the NFL. He's a good football player. He's got good ideal size. He's a second-round pick from 2018. He can go up and get the football. I think he's got like, I want to say 30-some catches on the year. This is a good football player for them.
11. Fitzpatrick fires in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
When you got guys like Allen Hurns, when you got guys like Gesicki, and you got guys like Devontae Parker, you're going to get offensive production out of this team. They can produce points. You got to be kind of careful with them. And then the other guy that, as bad as their running back situation is, guys, and their running back situation is a shit show. But Kalen Ballage, I don't know how you say a kid's name. I've heard him a few times on ESPN. I've heard his name said, but I think it's Ballage, something like that. He's starting to come on as a receiving back. This is not a very productive running back, guys. He's under 2 yards average on the year on carries. But he's up to about, I want to say, like 14 receptions for like 60-some yards. Like, he's starting to be incorporated in their passing game.
And everything that happened there is Morgan Burnett, who had a great game against the Steelers that evening.
So, look, they got talent to beat people. But there's one glaring weakness outside of running back on this football team. It's one thing that can keep them from being successful.
Fitzpatrick tried to run for
the glaring weakness on this Miami Dolphins football team is the offensive line. And it's just not talented. I don't think it's as bad as people think, but it lacks overall talent. Starting with their left tackle. It's no secret that the Miami Dolphins traded out Laramie Tunsil. They sent him to Houston. In return for sending Laramie Tunsil to Houston, outside of the draft picks, the draft capital they received, they got back Julian Davenport, who is a former 4th-round pick of the Houston Texans, and he's their left tackle currently for the Miami Dolphins. Look, he's a young guy. He's 24. He's a big dude, 6'7", 325. My question here is I don't know how talented of a player this kid is. He doesn't look like a guy at left tackle that you fear trying to get pressure against. Like, I feel like this is a player that is probably going to get beat quite a bit. He is young, though. I mean, it could be something they can work around. It could be a building piece for them. The whole left side of their offense can be argued as being like, look, these are the guys that might be in the future long term, possibly. Because their left guard is their 3rd-round pick from this past year, and that's Michael Dieter out of Wisconsin. He's a good football player. It's like, he's still a rookie. He's going to have trouble against the defensive tackles and the defensive line that we're going to throw at him, but I'm not going to sit there and act like Michael Dieter can't play football. He's pretty good. And then you get a guy that I'm pretty familiar with, and Daniel Kilgore. The reason I'm familiar with Daniel Kilgore, this is an Appalachian State kid. This is literally like 2 hours away from my house. App State is up in Boone. I get to see a lot of App State football. This kid is very similar to a Jason Kelsey. He's a 6'3", 290-ish. He's fast. He can get off and blocks and pull. Like, he's that type of guy. But don't get it mixed up. He's not in the same talent level as Kelsey is. Kelsey's a much more talented football player. When you get over to the right side of the offensive line, there's a little more known attributes there, but still a general lack of talent. You got even Beam. I don't know how he said it. I think it's Boehm, like Brian Brohm back in the day, but it's not with an R. It's Boehm. Brian Boehm. He's a 6'3", 321 pounder. He's a former 4th-round pick from 2016. But look, this guy's had chances to play in Arizona, Los Angeles, and Indianapolis. As a matter of fact, he was traded away from Indianapolis during the draft to Miami. So they didn't think that much of him, obviously. And then your right tackle is Jesse Davis. This is a guy who's 28 years old. He's 6'6", 325. Him and Davenport are very similar in size. He's an undrafted free agent from 2015. He was originally brought in by the Seahawks and waived. From the Seahawks, he's been with Miami since 2017, and he's got a lot of playing time in Miami. He's played quite a bit in Miami. This is probably one of their better-known commodities. Look, I'm not going to tell you that this offensive line is as bad as it looks, but it's also not – it's void of a lot of talent, guys. This is not an offensive line you feel very confident in winning a lot of games with. To me, this is the glaring weakness of the Miami Dolphins offense. You can get pressure. You can get a lot of pressure. You really don't need to send blitzers. You can pretty much beat them one-on-one. That's where I think the Eagles have got to get home. We've got to get pressure and we've got to force turnovers. That's my preview, guys. That's what I see from this football team. This is a football team that would like to go 11 man, but I don't know where they're going to stand with injuries, and they have a lot of injuries in the wide receiver position right now. Outside of the 11 man, they play a lot of 12 man, and they do have depth at that tight end position. So I think we do have to be alert and be ready to play them if they go into 12 man, 2 tight end sets. Outside of that, they will hit you with some 2 running back sets. They're predominantly going to come at you at the 21 man. However, do not sleep on them going at you at 13 man with 3 tight ends. Do not sleep on them coming at you, basically coming out in a 22 man and putting 2, tight ends and 2 running backs on the field. They will try to get big on you and try to attack you. It's not an instrumental part of them because they're not very good at running the football. So this is his Miami football team, guys. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think about this Miami Dolphins team? To me, I think this is a team that 100% we should absolutely beat. I don't sleep on this offense, guys. This offense is a little more dangerous than I think people realize. I'm hoping to an extent that we just catch a break and we get some guys back healthy on our own part, and that the unknown aspects of who's going to play at wide receiver for this team maybe causes them to have some difficulty game planning this game. So that's what I got, guys. You know what time it is. It's time to do that chant we do where we go EAGLES. Eagles. All right, y'all. Let's go, Philly. Hey, a win here, 6-6. It's all open. This division is open, guys. This fight ain't done yet.